Good evening, my name is Engineer Piyush Pandey. Welcome to today's session of Motivational Skills. The topic for today's discussion is not gelling with the team. Sometimes it happens that an individual who is working in a team, he is not able to work according to the aspirations of the team. The person is not able to work according to aspiration of the team, and just because of bad performance of that individual, the entire team suffers. This is a very common scenario in corporate environment, ladies and gentlemen. One person, one employee, he is not able to perform well, and because of this, the entire team's performance is degrading. And when seniors and superiors they start blaming, they blame entire team. That entire team is responsible for downfall of the project. And why it happens that people are not able to gel with the team? Why it happens that if there are 10 to 15 members in a team, only 8 to 9 members are working perfectly in coordination with each other, and rest everyone is not working in coordination? There can be many reasons, ladies and gentlemen. And the crucial reasons are, number one is the person is absolutely not able to understand the project, and that's why he is not able to perform well. Now, what is the solution of this problem? You go and meet your managers, your superiors directly, and you tell them your genuine concern that, sir, ma'am, I was not able to understand the procedure, that how should I perform this task. Please provide me some kind of retraining so that I can regain the confidence, and then I will do my best. This is one case. Now, second case is the person is absolutely not willing to do the task and he has been forcefully put into that task. This is the second case, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if we individually analyze these two cases, the first case that I have just told you, that a person is not able to understand how to perform the task, handling this particular case is very easy. It is very easy because inside organizations there are a large number of training departments providing different type of trainings related to specific type of activities that are happening in that company. No problem if an employee is not able to understand how to perform a task, he is put into retraining. Again, he is trained that how the task is done, what are the intricacies related to that particular task, and once he regains the confidence, he is back to work and he again starts working efficiently. Now, second case, the person has been put into that task forcefully. He is absolutely not willing to do the task. And if you send such a person in retraining, and when he comes back from retraining, still that kind of person is not going to perform well. So for that kind of person, you need to do some kind of psychological training so that you can exactly understand that what are the real aspirations and desires of that person. If a person is working willingly in a particular kind of project and then he is making a mistake, rectifying that mistake is very easy. And the person, since he is willing to do the task, he is also ready to accept his mistake. And not only he is ready to accept his mistake, but he is ready to rectify his mistake so that he can achieve a good confidence level in future. He can improve his performance in future. But what about those people who are absolutely not able to, who are absolutely not willing to be the part of that task? That's why, ladies and gentlemen, before aligning employees in any kind of task, first of all, we need to understand that whether they are willing to do that task or not. Whether they are willing to do that task or not, this is very important. Now, there is a concept in mind of every employee that since I am working for this particular organization, definitely this organization is going to pay me money at the end of month. I am getting salary by working in this company, and that's why I have to obey all the orders and instructions of my seniors and superiors. Now, this is the general mentality in the mind of every employee. So if suppose some employee is not able to, is not willing to work according to the choices of his superior, he will, of course, he is going to work because he has got this idea in his mind that yes, I am working and because of this I am getting money at the end of month. So I should work. And because of this feeling, sometimes employers are not able to express their feelings openly with their seniors and superiors. They never express their feelings openly with seniors and superiors. They keep themselves attached to the particular task that has been assigned to them, and they consistently keep doing wrong things. Why they keep doing wrong things? Because they are not willing to do the task. So first thing, they are not willing to do the task, and second thing is they are not saying anything to their superiors and seniors. How the superior and senior will come to know that you are not able to perform well or you are not willing to perform well? So that's why, ladies and gentlemen, all the employees, They must be very confident while talking to their seniors and superiors. If you are not able to perform a particular kind of task, or if you are, suppose first case, if you are not able to perform a particular kind of task, straight away you go to your seniors and superiors and you say to them that, sir, I am not able to perform this task, please provide me some kind of retraining, please give me some time, and after retraining, I promise you that I will do my best. Now this is a genuine step that employees will take in the direction of growth and development of the company. Directly going to the seniors and telling them that they are not able to perform well, please give us some kind of retraining. Now this is the first case, but in case of this second case, people are very reluctant to take this step and go in front of their managers and say to them that, sir, I am absolutely not willing to do this task, please give me something else. This is what employees are lacking. Employees, they are somewhere in their mind, they are fearful while talking this thing to their superiors and seniors. But the fact of the life is, they should not be fearful. Fearlessly and politely they should go to their seniors and superiors and they should say that, sir, ma'am, we are very sorry that we are not willing to do this task, and this is the reason that why we are not giving good performance. Of course the manager will ask that, okay, if not this task, then what else do you want to do? And at that time, if you are really interested and genuinely interested in some other task inside the organization, straight away you say to your senior and superior that, sir, ma'am, this another task that is happening in your organization, I am confident about that task, that I can do it efficiently, please put me in that particular task, because the task that you have assigned me right now, I am absolutely unaware of it, and every time I am doing it in a bad manner, so it is ultimately bringing losses for the organization. So please put me out of this task and put me in that particular task that I love to do. And at that time, you must be confident about yourself, that when you are saying to your superior or senior that, sir, this is the particular task which I love to do, and if you assign me this particular task, I will give my 100% performance, you must prove it. If you are making this promise with your senior and superior that taking you out from one side and then putting you on some other side, and after that you will be able to perform well and you will be able to deliver your 100%, if you are saying such kind of things to your seniors and superiors, please mean it, ladies and gentlemen. Please try to prove it in front of your seniors and superiors that, yes, you are actually capable of doing that second task, and you were wrongly placed in this particular task that you are currently doing right now. So the seniors and superiors will also come to realize that, yes, by mistake they have put you in a wrong direction, but since now you are in right direction, since now you are on right track, 100% you are delivering, 100% you are giving them good results, good financial gains. So it must be proved in front of seniors and superiors that, yes, you are actually capable of doing a particular kind of task. And when you prove it, that profile, that task becomes your profile for your entire life. People enter in a particular organization, they stay in a particular domain, and as their experience grows in that particular domain, they become perfect in that domain, and that becomes their lifelong profile. This is what happens in corporate environment or any kind of job environment, ladies and gentlemen. We all know this. This is nothing new that I am telling you. So you go into a particular domain, you start learning it. If you acquire it perfectly, that becomes your permanent domain. But here the biggest problem that we create for ourselves and also for the organization is we stay quiet. Staying quiet is bad, ladies and gentlemen. Staying quiet is degrading your performance, staying quiet is degrading your knowledge, and staying quiet is creating financial losses to the organization. So please don't stay quiet. Please go to your seniors and superiors and openly say this. Nobody is going to throw you out of the organization. This is the first thing. People often have this feeling in their mind that if they say to their seniors and superiors that, sir, I am not able to perform this task properly, but there is that second task in your organization, I am confident that I will be able to do that task 100% successfully. People are reluctant to say this because they feel that their managers will fire them. They feel that they will get fired from the organization if they say like this, that, sir, ma'am, I am not able to perform this particular kind of task. No, ladies and gentlemen, it is not going to happen. Employees are great assets for the organization, and honest employees are the biggest asset for the organization. That's why if you are honest, if you are sincere, and if you are confident about a particular kind of task inside the organization, of course company is going to pay money only to those people who are actually performing perfectly, thoroughly. So that's why I try to find out that what you can do best and tell your managers straight away that, sir, this is the task that I can do best. And once you take up that task, show your 100% dedication towards that task. Because if your manager becomes happy that yes, this person told me that put me in a different task and I will deliver by 100%, and just look at him, he is 100% giving his best. I am very happy with this person. When such kind of feeling about you gets developed in the mind of your in the minds of your seniors and superiors, definitely they will reward you. They will think about your progress. They will think about providing you new projects. They will think about sending you to foreign locations related to a particular project of the organization. But at the very first place, you will have to prove it to them that you are really a genuine employee and you are having perfection on one particular task of the company. That's all for today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you loved my today's video. Please subscribe my channel, ER Piyush Pandey, Trainer BTech MBA, and please press the bell icon for constant updates. Thank you very much. Have a great day.